What's your biggest problem?
I gotta buy 2 pairs of shoes every time I need new seekers. If there was other Bigfoots, we'd probably come up with some kind of shoe exchange program. Probably be online these days. But I walk this earth alone, which is very lonely and very expensive.
Aren't your feet tough enough to go without shoes?
Yeah, but I got a sense of style, you know?
What's your biggest problem?
Climate change keeps forcing me north. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful up here, but the darkness gets to you. I got one of those UV lamps, but I'm not sure it does much. I've started drinking a bit too much, just to take the edge off.
What's your biggest problem?
For me, it's got to be these new monsters coming along and taking our jobs. I think some of them are created by management just to bust our union. I mean, what kind of monster name is Skinny Dude?
I think it's Slender Man.
That's what I said.
What's your biggest problem?
There's 2 things that really bother me, but the main one is definitely England.
What's the other one?
English people.
What's your biggest problem?
Turning into a wolf is pretty great. My main issue is the 29 days a month I have to spend as a human. I have to go to a job, in an office. It's beastly.
I just really want people to like me. But if they do, well, that kind of makes me a failure, professionally speaking.
What's it like being king?
I hate it. I don't even believe in a monarchy. We monsters need to cast off these titles. Godzilla is not a god, he's just needlessly large. Bigfoot's foot is only a few sizes above average. Then I am not a king. I'm called that because it's big in relative terms. But I do agree with his more general point.
King Kong said that. Well, I guess it's true. And we will need to cast off hierarchy and stand together. An extraplanetary threat draws closer.
Do you have any advice for young investors?
Yes. First, if you can sleep on it, don't sleep on it. Assets that make for good betting are rare and will always be in demand. Second, diversify. Gold makes a great mattress, but chests are bare pillows. Weaponry from fallen foes provides security, and gems really give the place a sense of ambiance. Third, it's not time in the market, it's time on the market. Don't worry about when you get your loot, worry about how long you can hold it for.
What worries you about the future?
I'm not sure I'll ever have enough saved for retirement. Plus, there's the growing darkness at the edge of things.
What worries you about the future?
The cost of living is insane. I'm earning more than I was 5 years ago, but living worse. Plus, the light is fading at the corners of reality.
What worries you about the future?
House prices are insane. I'm not sure my kids will ever be able to afford their own cave. Plus, there's an increasing dimness at the periphery. Something bad is coming.
Something really bad is coming.
It's here.
Will you stand with us?
Yes, solidarity is the king of virtues.
Will you stand with us?
I will do whatever is necessary to protect my investments.
Will you stand with us?
I mean, I am a human most of the time, and I tend to go with the flow. So yeah, probably, I guess.
Will you stand with us?
A day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day. It could be tomorrow, though. They'll crumble immediately under pressure. So yes, we will stand with you. You'll need us. No riding, though.
Can you time travel?
I have the ability, but the council has outlawed it.
Too dangerous?
No, the council are actually huge fans of dangerous magic. What they don't like is people using magic to correct trivial mistakes, which is almost impossible to resist if you can time travel. Get up, we're going to be late. Don't bother with this show. They totally botched the ending. That needs more garlic. Still more, still more, still more.
What about time travel paradoxes?
They sound interesting, but you quickly realise you're spending all your time doing spreadsheets and making flowcharts. It's a universal rule of adventures that they stop being fun once you have to pack a textbook.
You can't even use it to avert great tragedies.
Doesn't work. You just end up with some tyrant's mum trying to eradicate the future because from her perspective, everyone there has a bizarre hatred of her baby. Or you could go back a few decades to warn of climate change. But the people in charge would just be like, yeah, we know. Our scientists told us ages ago. And then continue doing nothing about it.
Still seems like a shame.
Not really. Our time is finite, and we shouldn't waste it rewinding.
Who's that?
I just went back to my mates to order a pizza. You can bend the rules for pizza. Humans are obsessed with rainbows. They talk about the pot of gold at the end of them, the lands that exist somewhere over them. No, higher than that. No, way up high. Italians even drive go-karts on them. Yet despite this obsession with water-refracted light, people rarely mention a most interesting feature. The door that exists at their exact midpoint. The door leads to other dimensions, where everything's exactly the same except for one small but significant difference. In this dimension, these things grow on trees. They're like if Terry's chocolate oranges were wet and not as tasty. The locals call them oranges, which is a bit on the nose if you ask me. In this dimension, Shrek does not exist, but they have made a series of animated movies about him, which proves the validity of our Adamantizivium. If Shrek didn't exist, it would be necessary to invent him. Notice the small heads? That's because one evolution occurs in every dimension, in this one, God exists. And he owns a sniper rifle. We're back in our home dimension now, and the special thing about this one is you. There is no excuse to not be grinding every day. A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'll take that deal and simply pick up the birds from the bush. Make that deal repeatedly, and you have an exponentially increasing amount of birds and a near limitless supply of eggs. With access to that much protein, world domination is basically inevitable. I don't want to do this. This world only exists in the mind of a dog waiting for his owner's return. As soon as he hears a car pull into the drive, our time is over, and we are forced to waste it trading poultry. My therapist is worried about me. I had a dream where I cut all the fingers off one of my hands.
What for?
No, 5. But if I don't hustle, I think. And like the dog, I create new worlds that will be rudely destroyed the second I get distracted. And I get distracted easily.
You need a break. Take a holiday. Go somewhere warm.
The beach makes me anxious.
Why?
I always thought so onshore.
Did this seriously just make me watch a minute-long video to deliver a weak onshore pun?
Yes. This is a message to get off your phone, because... How can this mirror be broken already? I only bought it yesterday.
This isn't a mirror. It's a portal to the realm of the gods.
That's nice, but I wanted a mirror.
I can answer any question you have about time, space, and the things that exist beyond them.
Does my hair look good?
I can reveal the mysteries of the universe.
Did I get any breakfast on my shirt?
No. Your hair looks great.
Hey mirror, who's the fairest of them all?
Certainly not you. I'm a supernatural being with knowledge you could not comprehend, and all you ask me about is appearances. Where's the justice in that?
When I got you, I thought I was buying a mirror, and I intend to use you for mirror-like purposes. If I'd wanted a supernatural dork, I would have purchased one.
You cannot buy us.
I bet you can. You can buy anything online these days. I bet there's even one of those subscription services where they deliver you one every week, and you never use them, but forget to cancel. So you'll end up poor, with a closet full of angels.
Making someone of my intellect listen to this nonsense should be a crime. But I do have one question for you. Who told you I was an angel?
You know what's weird?
Yeah, in the Shrek universe, Puss in Boots has 9 lives, but he's also Spanish, and Spanish cats only have 7 lives. Where did the extra lives come from? Did he get them during the immigration process? Is he faking the Spanish accent? Should he be cancelled?
I guess that is kind of weird, but I was talking about the angel in your mirror.
Oh, that's not weird. That kind of stuff happens to me all the time. And she's not an angel.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Why?
Well, because some of them might not hatch.
Well, obviously, I take the average rate of non-viable eggs into consideration. Now leave me alone. No one tells me when to count my chickens. You can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs. You can boil an egg without breaking it, but then you have to crack it open to eat it. So I'm not sure that's any better, from the egg's point of view. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your baskets in one basket storage facility. Don't put all your basket storage facilities in one country. Don't put all your countries on one planet. Don't put all your planets in one solar system. Don't put all your solar systems in one universe. You have no choice but to put all your universes in the mind of the Elder Taxond, as no time, space, or eggs exist beyond him. An apple a day keeps the doctor away is not a piece of advice about the benefits of fibre. It is an extract from an ancient text on avoiding meddling British people. The apple quote comes from a section on time-travelling Brits. But the book also tells us that detective Brits can be stocked with a pear, and spy Brits are best countered with papaya. There is still no news on how to stop talk show host Brits, but we assume it must be some kind of fruit. Do you have any advice on making friends?
You need to find people with similar interests. Kiki and I both love doing confidential barbarians, causing incalculable financial damage and disrupting the lives of millions. We have a bow and have a drink. It's great.
Do you have any advice on making friends?
Someone told me you could make friends online, but every time I try to introduce myself, people just block me.
Do you have any advice on making friends? What do you mean by deep?
People say just be yourself, but I am mysterious and unknowable. That intrigues people, but it isn't great for building meaningful relationships.
Do you have any advice on making friends?
Shared values are key. We originally allied with the elves because we both desired the eradication of humanity. You're here, so obviously we've failed, but boy did we make some friends along the way.
The centaur said we were friends. I describe it more like the relationship between a workman and his tools. I guess that shows you what the key is, though. Be superior to everyone and act like it, and people will throw themselves at you, desperate for your validation.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Yeah, nice isn't really what elves are going for.
Can you point to France on this map?
Oh my god, people are so stupid.
Actually not.
What?
I spent all day on the street interviewing people to get enough stupid answers for a 1-minute video. People aren't stupid. I just put in the hard work necessary to find 5 people to give entertainingly wrong answers. And even they're not stupid. Their general knowledge is just lacking in one specific area.
Why do you do it then?
Because people are stupid. They'll watch anything. Roses are quite often red, and violets are sort of blue. I don't like speaking in absolutes, but I'm 100% sure I love you.